G'day, this is Guardian Oz. Welcome to Captain of Industry. The reason why I'm making this video is I've played this on and off, different maps, failed. This particular game is really easy to soft lock yourself. Like if you run out of diesel fuel, your tractors will stop, your mining will stop, and then your industry stops. You run out of food, your people will leave your town, and then you don't have any jobs, and then your industry stops. You have a breakdown because you haven't managed your maintenance. Equipment will break down, and if your pump jacks break down, you don't make oil, all that sort of stuff. You don't have electricity, and that's going to break other stuff in your industry. So it's actually, as a management game, I find this one nice and challenging, which is really good. It's kind of like a 3D Factoro is probably the best thing. This game has a ridiculously gigantic tree. This is where my research is up to. This is all the new research. So you can see the tree goes on for a long time. So I'm only really early game on this particular one. It reminds me of Dyson Sphere in the fact that the science gets more and more complex as you go. So that's sort of a better analogy is probably the Dyson Sphere program because it works similar in you've got resources, nodes, you're harvesting, making buildings, gathering resources from across the galaxy. Anyway, this one is Captain of Industry. Now the reason to make this video is because through happy circumstance and a lot of effort is planning out mining. Now mining is really important. It's all the base resources. So what I've got here is all the mining towers for each resource. So this is the sand tower for sand, this is limestone, this is copper ore, coal, and then this one is iron ore. And this is my conveyors that take all the goods to the factories based on what they need. And copper runs this direction because copper is in its own different kind of tree, so that's copper over there. So the reason to make this, I'll let this play and we'll have a quick look. So I'll go through this, how am I going to do this simply for you? What you need is a mining tower. And then for the mining tower, it has an area that this mining tower wants to mine. So that's what that does there. And once you've configured that, you assign it an excavator and a truck to go back and forth. Now, you also need to, from the mining designation down here, you need to choose how it's going to mine. So we'll make a pit that's going down, and that's sort of what it looks like. And then we can bring it back from the other side and see if we can get our pit to line up. So you can see that's going to be a pit that goes down and up on the other side. When we mine excavators, they're going to go in there. Now, the reason why, in happenstance point of view, is every truck assigned to this tower goes from your excavation to the tower and then wherever it goes. So if you think that making your mining tower over to limestone makes limestone more efficient, it's actually a misnomer in this game. It's actually much more efficient to make your mining towers near where you want your resource. So, and the reason for that is, let's say for instance, limestone here is low. So by increasing the trucks here, I can control how many trucks are assigned to limestone. So here's a limestone truck coming in, fills it up, and it goes away. So here for sand, we've got only one truck assigned. Let's have a look at it. So now we know this truck here is my assigned sand truck. And he's going to take the sand from here, if it had a mining tower, to a mining tower, and then off to wherever it's going to go. Now, to make resource available quickly, you can just put a mining tower nearby, make a storage nearby, and have these trucks just go to that storage. But what happens is you then need to go from this storage out to your industries. So depending on where on the map you've put your industries, and they're scattered all over the place, it's going to take a long time to deliver it. Whereas this way, you can keep an eye on your resources really easily. So for here, my iron ore is low, so I can add an extra truck. I deliberately starved this out for a moment. So let's have a look. We've just added 2 trucks. and let's see the impact of that. So we can see here's my excavators, here's my trucks going in. You actually mine stone, dirt, as well as your ore, so you need to have a dumping zone. So I've actually got a dump over here, that's where all the trucks are going. This flat area is my dumping zone, which is where your truck is, so it's just going to fill in that area. So that's how dumping works. And what I've found is how quickly I can modify the demand for my different things. Like coal, I ran out of coal, and I literally just spammed up all my trucks and got them all hooking over to the mine, get a load of coal, and then come back. And then once this started to fill up, I had all these trucks out available to me, and then I just slowly dialed back the trucks back to the managed level, which was fast enough to handle the coal. So here we go, we've got our iron ore truck coming in. We added a few more, so now we've got 3 trucks getting filled. We've got our 4th one getting filled. So you can see that I've managed the issue of running out. Now if this was normal, see the truck comes to the tower first to work out what its job is, and then its job is to dump. So it actually does it quickly and efficiently, and I've then got more control over the management of the ore at this point. And you can see I'm having no problems with all of my mining towers right next to each other. I don't think anyone I've seen has done this on Captain of Industry, and I find this is the most manageable way I found that I can do it. So you can see here I added more limestone trucks to fix the limestone demand, so they're all coming in now as well. So it does take a little bit of time for them to action the change, and then it catches up with itself fairly easily, and then I don't need to worry about having delivery trucks. I just have to have a fleet of trucks, and they're doing all the mining stuff all at a time, and like I'm not producing any extra trucks. I got 50 out of 70, which is a lot of trucks out there, but I'm not worrying about them doing deliveries out to the different buildings. The reason why I got a lot of buildings blue is I've been using the down here on the bottom left, the tools, this build planning mode, which